sir, this new examination board is very important because what we usually think that we write education policies and we write good documents about what education should actually deliver. But what happens at the end of year, we actually examine only rote learning powers.
Trees. Vanakkam sir. Here I would like to start with a quote. Oru prachennai, oru prachennai, oru prachennai orugu. So it means that a problem always needs a solution. And it is said that a problem always needs to be solved.
We make security related devices, and our first device name is Chor Machai Shor. And the theft, we stop the theft because theft is a first stage of crime. If we stop the theft, it will be no crime in future.
किसने बनाई है?
मैंने और मेरे बच्चे ने, मैं सेक्टर 8 सर्वोदय।
Very good, very good. Good morning.
இந்த பள்ளியை பார்வையிடுவதற்கு வாய்ப்பு கிடைக்குமா என்று கேட்டபோது நிச்சயமாக நீங்கள் வருகிற போது நானே வரவேற்று அதை நான் அழைத்து சென்று காண்பிக்கிறேன் என்று முதல்வர் டெல்லியினுடைய சீஃப் மினிஸ்டர் அவர்கள் என்னை இங்கே அழைத்து வந்திருக்கிறார்கள். அதற்காக முதலில் அவருக்கு நான் என்னுடைய நன்றியை தெரிவித்துக் கொள்கிறேன்.
Namaskar, Stalin Saab, you are welcome to Delhi and welcome to the school. Very nice to meet you.
Vijay Dev, Chief Secretary.
Chief Secretary. Aye, please. I am very good. How are you? Thank you, thank you.
Sir, thank you so much, sir.
Minister.
Sir, Minister. For Minister. Minister. Thank you.
Please. So how are you?
Fine, sir.
All well? You came 2-3 days back. Yesterday, okay. Because I saw on the media that you were there in Delhi. A very hectic trip. I was wondering if we could have lunch together, but they said you are very busy and next time definitely I would be very happy to have you at my place. Thank you.
So, can we please clear this? Thank you. Please, security also please clear this.
He is our Director Education.
So, Honorable Chief Minister of Delhi, Shri Arvind Kejriwal ji, Honorable Chief Minister of Tamilnadu, Thiru M.K. Stalin ji, Honorable Deputy Chief Minister and Education Minister, Shri Manish Sisodia ji, Honorable Minister of Education, Shri Anbil Mahesh ji, Honorable Member of Parliament, Shri T.R. Balu ji, Honorable Chief Secretary of Delhi, Shri Vijay Dev ji, and Honorable Chief Secretary of Tamil Nadu, Shri V. Rai Anbu sir. Sir, it's on behalf of Government of Delhi, sir, it's a pleasure to welcome here you in our school, sir. So we'll be starting with a video of the transformation that has happened in the Delhi schools. Sir. We'd like to start the video.
It's a 3-minute video.
This was the condition of the schools earlier. Very bad. All the schools were in this condition.
कोई बच्चा गया नहीं कंप्यूटर में? चलो मेरे को बताइए कि आपने आज तक कंप्यूटर लैब में किसी दिन बच्चे बुलाए हैं कि नहीं बुलाए? झूठ क्यों बोल रहे हैं आप में से कि आपके पास बच्चे? नहीं समझा? प्रैक्टिकल है? तो प्रैक्टिकल क्लास में बैठ के हो रहा है? क्यों बना रहे हैं यार? बच्चा की सकता है इसको? आप चाहोगे कि आपका बच्चा नहीं इंसान बच्चा हो बुला लो बेवजह में तो बच्चे नहीं इंसान हो
छत टूटी पड़ी पानी खत्म कैसे पड़ पानी इसके भविष्य से हम छोड़िए जो प्राइवेट स्कूल में पढ़ते हैं वो है तो सरकारी स्कूल में पढ़ते हैं
Sir, so now we would like to give you a presentation, short presentation for 5 minutes. After that, we will be taking you for a round of the school, sir. So, sir, now you have seen the video about Delhi's education story. So, sir, we would like to, sir, just give a brief on, sir, how it was made possible. So, sir, around 25% of the total state budget, consistently from past 6-7 years, is being spent on education, sir. Sir, there is a strong political will, sir. Honorable Chief Minister and Deputy Chief Minister regularly review the educational reforms that are happening. They visit the schools regularly and focus is not just on, sir, infrastructure, but also on bringing the pedagogy and teaching learning changes in the schools, sir. Sir, there is a strong team of educationists. A new scheme called Change Makers in Education was developed where a lot of educationists from across the globe were hired. And they are a part of, sir, our directorate also, and we try to bring all the reforms in uniformity with them. Sir, there is huge financial and decision-making powers which are devolved to school principals because it was thought that school principals are key in bringing the reforms, sir. Sir, they are allowed to hire estate managers who are able to, who take care of all the cleanliness and infrastructure issues. They have, sir, now we have security guards and cleaning services also which are outsourced. So that way, sir, the school infrastructure has improved a lot, sir. And regular day-to-day maintenance has seen a considerable improvement, sir. So there is a very good culture of celebration and recognitions in, sir, among school principals and teachers. They are rewarded at every stage in district, at zonal level, and at the state level also, sir. Sir, if you would like to see the results, sir, in 2014-15, sir, the Delhi government pass percentage in class 12 was Delhi government school was 88%, which was below the private school. But sir, as we went ahead, now, sir, if you see in 2019-20, the pass percentage in Delhi government school was 98%, while that of private schools was 92%, and Indian against the national average of 89%. So, sir, we would also like to tell that more than 500 students from Delhi government schools qualify every year, sir, the JEE Mains and NEET. Sir, in fact, this year, All India rank 165 in AIMS was from Delhi government school. Sir, apart from that, around more than 3.5 lakh students have shifted from private schools to government schools, sir. Sir, these are the 3 curricular reforms, sir. These are the mindset curriculars that have been developed, sir. One is happiness curriculum, the second is entrepreneurship mindset curriculum, and third is Deshbhakti curriculum. Sir, we will be taking you to the classes in all the 3 curriculums, sir. So we would like to especially mention that happiness curriculum has got international recognition. In fact, First Lady of US, when Madam Melania Trump came to India, she visited one of our happiness curriculum classes. Sir, this is one important aspect in bringing educational reforms in Delhi, sir, that pedagogy and focus has been given on training of teachers and principals. So, sir, our teachers and principals tie-ups have been made with University of Cambridge, with universities in Finland, NI Singapore, and also in IIMs. So, sir, our principals and teachers regularly go in mid-career training in these institutions, sir. Apart from this, sir, we have started mentor teacher program, teacher development coordinator program, and cluster leadership development program, where we identify a special set of motivated teachers and principals and groom them and try to execute all the government policies through those mentor teachers. They go to the schools, they have been allotted various schools where they execute all these programs. They also monitor the progress and handhold the schools and teachers. Sir, we also send our teachers, we encourage our teachers to go on global trainings. So our teachers go on Fulbright fellowships. Sir, we have tie-ups with British Council of India, and we are also tying up with other global universities now, sir, to give state of the modern training, which focuses not only on pedagogy but also on now recently incoming the new features like educational technologies and all, sir.
Teachers are sent for all the school principals are sent abroad for training. US, Canada, Singapore, and all the teachers are being sent to IIMs. IIM in Bangalore, they are being sent.
So this is the last slide, sir. Sir, now the vision of Honorable Chief Minister and Deputy Chief Minister is on bringing the overall reforms in the way assessment is done and teaching learning happens in school, sir. The focus is, sir, to shift from the rote learning to formative learning. So right now what happens that there is summative learning, that after a complete year a student has to undergo a written examination at the end. Now, sir, the focus is that you take continuous assessment of the student rather than one exam, sir. So, sir, in that line, a Delhi Board of School Education has been formed, sir, and more than 30 schools have been affiliated, government schools have been affiliated. So, we have another scheme that has been started is the School of Specialized Excellence. So, sir, in these schools, interdisciplinary approach is being used. So, sir, more than 20 subjects, new subjects are being developed in this school, sir. Looking at the needs of the current generation, like, sir, web development, design, coding, industry, automation, fashion technology.
In school, we have tried to shift the focus to training them for specific jobs, because they come out and they don't get any jobs. So we are encouraging them to all these schools. One of the schools will train them for army. One of the schools will train them for visual performing arts. So when they come out of 12th class, they will have some skills. We were all very poor children. They will have some skills.
And sir, this new examination board is very important, because what we usually think that we write education policies and we write good documents about what education should actually deliver. But what happens at the end of year, we actually examine only rote learning powers. So unless and whatever we call, I mean, we write in the National Education Policy, education should be holistic, education should be humane and blah, blah, blah. But what happens exactly? Class teacher standing in the classroom teaches just based on last 5-year questions only. They never look at the policy papers, what was the intent of the subject, what was the content of, they just look 5-year class papers and they teach accordingly. This was important, this is important, this is important. So we are changing the whole examination system now. Unless you can assess the student based on the actual outcomes that we look forward, we can't force our teacher to teach on that manner. So through this board, we are introducing this new way of teaching, that students will be judged and examined on the basis of regular things that we actually wish students to get. So this board is very big experiment. We have done tie-ups with IB board in this, and IB is helping us to develop those things.
Sir, in fact, sir, we would like to tell that collaboration is very important in this, sir. We have tied up with IB board, IB.
International.
Then, sir, we have tied up for development of courses with IIT Delhi, Tata Institute of Social Sciences. We have tied up with NIFT Delhi. We have tied up with Global Music Institute. We have also tied up with National School of Drama. And sir, our assessment, we are collaborating with Australian Council of Education Research. Our project monitoring unit is Boston Consultancy Group. So sir, the idea is to bring a complete now change in the way teaching is happening in schools. So sir, now we would request you, sir, to come for a visit.
Or if anything,
If you want to ask anything, otherwise we'll go for a
What is the English improvement?
English improvement.
Sir, we have tied up with British Council of India. So now, last year also, sir, 40,000 of our students were taught by Macmillan Education Foundation, and focus is both on English writing and spoken English, sir.
And many students speak very fluent English now in government schools.
our teachers, English teachers especially, are being trained by American Embassy. They have a US program on English teacher training, and then British Council.
Nothing like onward was talking about like based on the students learning everything, like we need to change the system kind of. So same aspect only our honorable chief minister, they have initiated that they have made it as here two things are there. One is service provider and one is service seeker. Service seeker is what is the student and service provider is the teacher. So based on the seeker's outcome, we used to train the teacher. But here you are taking them to Finland and so kind of thing for training. But for us the volume is more. We are having more than 3.5 lakh teachers here. But slowly, like we are initiating this kind of training also in our area, in our side also. And like we are talking about this British Council kind of thing, we have already mentioned the manifesto also. Like they are going to have a collaboration with this British Council kind of thing. That is what. So slowly we are also improving.
So just to add this, because volume I understand is a problem, but and when we spoke to these Finland people and Singapore people, they also have their bandwidth. They can't accommodate more than 30 teachers at a time, and throughout year they have very limited scope. So, but what happens even if we send 30 teachers in a batch and maybe 300 teachers in a year or so, what happens? They actually, when they come back, the whole ecosystem of the school changes. They try to do something new. Especially we started with head of the school, that is principal. So when principals came back and they started changing, then we saw changes in the teachers also. So these things.
Broadly, there were 3 stages when we took over. At that time, the infrastructure was so bad. You saw the condition of the buildings. You saw there was no cleanliness. There was no drinking water available in the schools. The toilets were so bad that the girls had to go to their houses if they wanted to use the toilets. So, first go, we decided to allocate a huge budget for the entire thing. So, 25% in one go, we decided to allocate to education. So, we decided to improve the infrastructure, cleanliness, security, water, toilets. These were the 4-5 things initially in the first year we improved in across the. This gave a confidence in the entire system that this government means business. Then we started demolishing the existing buildings and constructing new buildings. And you see the kind of buildings that we have today. We now have swimming pools in the schools. You can't even think of swimming pools in a government school. We have very good infrastructure. Second stage was teachers and principals, because these are the people who have to teach. So we sent most of the principals abroad, and we sent teachers to IMs for training. So when they came back, they were full of energy and confidence to do something. And the third now is we are concentrating on the content of what we are teaching. Their happiness curriculum, their Shakti curriculum, entrepreneurship curriculum, all these things are now being brought into the system. These are all Delhi government schools. Corporation manages primary schools. They are not in our control. So their condition is really bad. But all the after 5th class, they are all with us. So when the children come from 5th class to 6th class, there is a little problem right now. But then we gear them up.
And in 2015, we started having students from nursery classes also in our school. So approximately 500 schools we have right now, where we take students from the nursery classes also. This is school, sir, where you are sitting. In 2015, this used to be called Tent Wala School.
This did not have a pakka building, this school. It was there in the tents. So now you can see the building of the school.
In the presentation, as you have mentioned, like more than 500 students have been admitted in each premium school kind of institute.
Yes.
So now around
and the biggest thing is that this year, the latest data was not shown. More than 99. The 12th class results are more than 99%. Delhi government schools.
We are focusing more on the government students. Like we are going to start 15 model schools throughout the state. Okay. So our main agenda is like we need to make them to get admitted in the premium.
Perfect.
Very good.
That will be very good. So we have to learn. They are also, I was discussing with the Secretary and Education Minister before, they have started very interesting things on engaging with volunteers in rural areas. So I was telling them these things we can learn for Punjab also.
Should we go? Entrepreneurship. So we have started a program where 11th and 12th class, we give 2,000 rupees to each student, and we say that you try to do some business with us. So few students come together, 5 students, 10 students, and they pool their money. So suppose 5 students come together, it becomes 10,000 rupees. Then they think of a business idea, and then they produce their product and they sell it in the market. So different ideas have come all across Delhi. And then we had an investment summit where we called the biggest industrialists of the country. There the students presented their ideas and they got investments in several lakhs of rupees from the industrialists. So now 11th and 12th class students are ready with business ideas when they pass out from the school. So we are going to one such entrepreneurship class.
very warm and a beautiful morning to all of you, respected dignitaries. Vanakkam, sir. Here I would like to start with a quote. Oru prachannai, oru prachannai, oru prachannai orugu. So it means that a problem always needs a solution. And it is said that a problem always needs to be solved, or it is to be lived. But if it is not to be solved, then we need to search for a solution. And for that, in 2019, the Delhi government launched our EMC program, Entrepreneurship Mindset Curriculum. And this business blaster is one of the practical component of this program, under which all of these students were given their seed money of rupees 2,000 each, and they had to invest that money and create their projects. So here I would like to request you to please visit our entrepreneurs.
So these are few of our projects out of 51,000 ideas prepared at the school level. So please.
Namaste sir, good morning. Good morning. So our work is basically working on traditional artworks and
How many of you are there in this team?
so only two.
Two of you. 4,000 rupees.
Yes, sir. We were given
So I think-
4,000 rupees and we have generated the revenue of 1,50,000.
So they, with 4,000 rupees, they have earned 1,50,000 rupees.
Yes, sir. We are employing 25 local artists and 3 from Tamil Nadu, Chennai and Madurai. Yes, sir.
Interesting. And they are producing these paintings and selling them in the market.
And logo sir is job seekers to job provider.
Good afternoon.
How many of you are there?
Sir, there are 2 teams.
Two teams, okay. Combined together.
Yes, sir.
Producing the same product.
No, sir.
Different. Achha, these are two ideas. Okay.
Sir, our credit is power that we invested 12,000 rupees and our profit is something like 10,000 and our revenue is 22,000. We do the attractive packaging of wooden boxes.
These are the boxes.
Yeah. Yes, sir. These are the boxes and designs.
So they produce these boxes and sell it in the market.
Sir, idea is that they should explore themselves even if they fail. If they fail means they are not able to earn that much that was invested. They learn
At
from the
least their
failures
mind
also.
starts. How much did you earn?
Sir, my name is Ishan Mandal. I am the member of team in the craft house. We are make a crafting handmade lighting items, and our products is 95% biodegradable product and eco-friendly products, and that's a very good option of gifting option also. And it is our product is pocket-friendly product.
So how much you invested and how much you earned?
Sir,
In total.
Sir, revenue is 20,000 rupees.
And how many is
Profit,
4?
yes, sir.
So you got 8,000. From 8,000 you made 20,000.
Yes, sir.
Good.
So you were asking whether they can speak English. All of them speak fluent English.
Good afternoon, sir. Sir, our startup name is Digital Suraksha. We make security related devices, and our first device name is Chor Machai Shor. And the theft, we stop the theft because theft is a first stage of crime. If we stop the theft, it will be no crime in future.
So for the shops they have invented this device. This is the SMS one, no?
Yes.
So they
Calling
system with alternative system.
So the owner of the shop, if some thief come and break the
Shutter.
shutter, so automatic call will go to the owner's call.
And we have got 1.75 lakhs of investment, and after that we have generated 60,000 of revenue.
Good.
Sir, this is the Bible.
We are manufacturing an alternative common plastic which is biodegradable and decomposable, and it is water soluble also, and it will be converted to fertilizer over a period of time when it is decomposed.
This is a substitute for plastic.
Yes, sir.
How much did you earn?
Sorry, sir.
How much did you earn? कितना पैसा कमाया?
Sir, due to incompletion of license and
अच्छा अच्छा.
sir, yes.
They have applied for license to the government to start using this product.
And testing.
Otherwise,
But
we
this
have
is one of the biggest
ordered
solution to the
in which, We
polythene.
have ordered from international countries also like Australia.
Very good.
We are tech and we make computers better. We have created a customized like Windows thing that is called operating system that we install on any kind of computer, and it increases the speed up to 200%. We already have 70 customers that have like applied our operating system in their computers, and all of them are fully satisfied. And we have till now made 60,000 of revenue.
From 4 of you, 8,000 rupees.
No, sir. We are
Investment 8,000 rupees.
How many of you are there?
like we are in total 6, but 2 are not here. For
12,000.
So 12,000.
Yes, sir.
These are all 11th, 12th class students.
Something of a different nature.
Namaskar, sir. We are Team Rangbahar Apparels.
We are providing tie-and-dye traditional kurta and sarees, unique tassels.
We have used macaroni, chana, and other things. We have created new designs.
It's a
How much did you earn?
small gift for
This is for you.
Everyone please. Sir. Sir, please. Sir.
Yeah. Thank you.
Sir,
How much did you earn?
15,000.
15,000. Very good.
4 of you.
Namaste, sir. We are Mystic Dates and our product name is Mystic Dates. And we are giving an option in market instead of chai and coffee. And this product is best in taste and superior in health. We are 5 members in the team. We have raised the seed money of rupees 10,000. We have generated a revenue of 50,000 in 1 month. And we have raised the investment of 17 lakh in the expo of 5th March.
Very nice.
Sir, taste करना चाहेंगे?
So here we are, Square Dog Dreamers, who have made portable cardboard furniture. TCM. Portable cardboard furniture is an eco-friendly furniture which is very lightweighted, but it can withstand 300 kgs of weight. And
it is made of waste cardboard, and that Priyanka said it can hold 300 kg of weight, and you can also sit on it. And the another thing is that on an investment of 1,500 rupees, we get a revenue of 1,500 on an investment of 2,100. And this is our product, and we till now we sold 3 products, and this is our product.
Very good. Very good.
These are 11. Every
These are some
child is
ideas. There are
moving.
51,000 such ideas where children are working on.
And thus, sir, here what I want to say, Uru Prachennai Ungal. Uru Prachennai Ungal. And thus it means that a problem always needs a solution. And this was our solution where we have gained something and we have learned so many skills. So thank you so much for being here, sir. Vanakkam, sir.
God bless you.
Thank you so much.
Very bad. My throat is very bad. Sir,
Like earlier we were receiving this much amount of bills per month.
1 lakh rupees. Now 0 bill. We are producing electricity.
That's very
through
interesting.
solar panels.
So cost saving.
We did this experiment of happiness classes 2-3 years back. All these children come from very poor background. They have a lot of stress relation in their houses, and so every day when they come to the school, 45 minutes they are taught meditation and introspection, moral stories. It has had huge impact in their daily lives.
First, we are taking sir to the nursery, primary wing, where, as we said earlier, there used to be very few primary classes in our government system. Right, sir. So we have introduced these modern primary classes. Early childhood education in our country is in very poor state, sir.
This school used to be in tents earlier. Now see the kind of buildings that we have. These are all recently constructed. And now all the schools have similar infrastructure.
She'll take us.
किसने बनाई है?
मैंने और मेरे बच्चे ने मैं सेक्टर 8 सर्वोदय
वेरी गुड, वेरी गुड. Good morning.
अच्छा, your pictures.
So this is a kind of a Montessori lab, sir. Would you like to tell?
Sir, these are actually sandpaper, and this is all the Montessori lab. Sandpaper letters. First, the child traces the letter, and then he learns. Basically, sandpaper tracing. First, we tell the sounds by the help of like I told. We are teaching like this. This is P. तो child gets कि like board पे लिखे बच्चे को feeling नहीं आती है. But when he traces the letter, he is using his fingers, so that thing get imprints in mind कि हाँ, this is P, like this.
What do you do in the happiness class? Everyone can get up and tell us. What is the happiness class? Mr. Stalin is the Chief Minister of Tamilnadu. You know all that? Yes, sir. He wants to know what do you do in the happiness class? You are writing about a person who you feel very happy about.
Yes.
Anyone else?
Sir, we do mindfulness and different types of activities.
Meditation.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Which help us to explain that we got to have that what should we do? Be happy. It teaches us to be happy.
So every day in the morning you have a happiness class?
Yes, sir.
How much time?
Sir, 10 minutes.
Sir, 10, 15 minutes.
15 minutes. What is the impact of these classes? Effect of this class?
कुछ change आया आपके अंदर?
Yes, sir.
What was the change you feel?
Sir, be kind, be strong.
You feel.
How to control our emotions.
Anger as well.
Sir, it reduces depression, anxiety, and intolerance.
We actually focus on relationship also, and usually in our country we have been teaching moral science stories since ages. But the problem with moral science stories is that every story you should tell, you should speak truth, you should be kind, you should. But how do we do that? Emotional science was not being touched. But in this happiness class, we touch actually the emotional science. Like just for a quick example, we touch a story. There was this girl who was climbing on some rock and she was carrying her brother in her lap. So some kind-hearted gentleman requested her that you must be tired. So let me carry your baggage. So this girl replied that it could be baggage for you. He's my brother. So the story ends here, but the class starts from there. So for entire next week, the students are forced to think in their own life when and where they actually felt any of their relationship as a baggage. So they note down, they discuss, they express that yes, we consider that relation to be baggage.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Please.
बैठिए.
Class, and you can ask them what they feel.
We have just Deshbhakti Dhyan. We start every class with Deshbhakti Dhyan. Every class is started. They have just done Deshbhakti Dhyan, and we do 1 minute mindfulness in that. On breathing they focus, and then they make a resolution to themselves that they will make their country proud, and then they pay gratitude to any 5 patriots whom they think are the patriots, and they just now they have finished. So I was just asking them whom did they pay gratitude to. Can anybody of you tell me whom did you pay gratitude to today?
Ma'am, I pay gratitude to teachers and my sweepers.
Can I know why?
Because teacher teaches very good things and sweeper cleans our classroom and other things.
Yes, let's try.
I feel gratitude to the universe because we could not have survived without it, and it had made us survive and live and live.
Is there any question you would like to ask? It's an honor to have you here, sir, giving your blessings to our students.
So in Deshbhakti class, this was his idea, sir, that we should teach Deshbhakti to our students, and the students who are coming out of the school should be hardcore patriots.
Can anybody of you tell sir why we are here for Deshbhakti? Why we are reading, studying Deshbhakti? Yes, yes, yes.
Because we want to make our country proud, and we want to see the whole world. Let's see that we are Indian and we are proud to be Indian, and we will do everything.
And how will you make your India proud? What will you do?
Lots of things like we will become a very good citizen.
Very good.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Very good. Very nice. Thank you. Thank you, ma'am.
In our state, towards the district, like we are having this program called Unforgettable Freedom Ride. So we are displaying all the educators. We are also just educating them.
Yeah. But thinking those things into mind.
Yeah, that is good.
We're taking a swimming pool. Where we have, the land is very problem in Delhi. We don't have land, and it's the rarest thing. But still, wherever was possible, we have sports facilities, world-class sports facilities. This school is having a good swimming pool, and students. I mean, we are proud to say that we are sending now champions from these schools. Principal ma'am, आप
So many government schools now have swimming pools and very good sports facilities.
These are swimming sports, sir. We will be having a small competition, sir. So, sir, we will request you to just blow the whistle and start the competition, sir. Yeah. Oh, sir. Yes, sir. Get ready. Sir, please. Go.
Coming for first is national medalist for silver medal, sir. Kilo India kilo.
Which one? This girl?
Sir, yes. Hema Das.
So she's
one, sir.
She's fast.
But CM wants to give a bite.
Mr. Stalin, the Chief Minister, Honorable Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, has come to visit our school. We just saw the school. After this, we will go to see the Mohalla clinic also. It's an honor and it's a privilege, it's a pleasure to have him. We took a round of the school. I'll request him to share his experiences.
How was your experience, sir? How was your experience?
यार माइक तो नीचे कर लो यार
माइक घुस रहा है यार अभी यार முதல்வர் மாண்புமிகு கெஜ்ரிவால்
यार माइक नीचे कर लो ये कैमरा पीछे करो यार
ஒரு மாடர்ன் உருவாக்கி அது சிறப்பாக நடந்து கொண்டிருக்கிறது என்ற செய்தியை நான் கேள்விப்பட்டேன். அதனால் டெல்லிக்கு வந்த நான் அந்த பள்ளியை பார்வையிடுவதற்கு வாய்ப்பு கிடைக்குமா என்று கேட்டபோது, நிச்சயமாக நீங்கள் வருகிற போது நானே வரவேற்று அதை நான் அழைத்து சென்று காண்பிக்கிறேன் என்று முதல்வர் டெல்லியினுடைய சீஃப் மினிஸ்டர் அவர்கள் என்னை இங்கே அழைத்து வந்திருக்கிறார்கள். அதற்காக முதலில் அவருக்கு நான் என்னுடைய நன்றியை தெரிவித்துக் கொள்கிறேன். தமிழ்நாட்டிலே புதிதாக ஆட்சி பொறுப்பேற்று இருக்கக்கூடிய எங்களுடைய ஆட்சி எல்லா துறைகளுக்கும் எந்த அளவிற்கு முக்கியத்துவம் தருகிறதோ அதை விட அதிகமான அளவிற்கு கல்விக்கும் மருத்துவத்துக்கும் அதிகமான முக்கியத்துவத்தை நாங்கள் தந்து கொண்டிருக்கிறோம். இன்றைக்கு இந்த மாடர்ன் பள்ளி எப்படி நடந்து கொண்டிருக்கிறதோ அதே போல ஒரு பள்ளியை தமிழ்நாட்டிலே விரைவில் நாங்கள் உருவாக்கப் போகிறோம். அதற்கான பணிகள் நடந்து கொண்டிருக்கிறது. இந்த பணிகள் முடிவுற்று அந்த பள்ளியை நாங்கள் உருவாக்குற நேரத்தில் நிச்சயமாக உங்களுடைய முதலமைச்சர் திரு கெஜ்ரிவால் அவர்களை நாங்கள் அழைக்க இருக்கிறோம். அவரும் வருவார், வர வேண்டும்.